Okay, welcome to our lesson 2C, where we are still working on construction of a major scale. Remember in lesson 2A and 2B, we looked at construction of a major scale using sharps. But now we want to continue with the same construction of major scales, but we are going to use flats. So we are going to look at construction of a major scale using flats. Remember, we said that there are three accidentals that you can find in music. You have sharp, we have flat, and we have natural. So the first two lessons we did major scale construction using sharps. Now we are going to use flats. So two things that you need to understand when you are constructing a major scale. One of them is the rule. One of them is the rule, which is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. That is the rule. Number two is the key note. The key note or the root note or the first note. The first note in the scale. So three things that you need to understand when you are constructing a major scale. One is the root note or the key note or the first note of that major scale. And then to get the other notes, you are going to be guided by the rule tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, or whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Whole for whole step and half for half step. So I want us to look at how we construct a major scale using flats. Now, and I want us to start with A flat major scale. So A flat major scale. As usual, a scale has 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stroke 1, because the 8th note is repeated at the first position, or the first note is repeated at the 8th position. So the first note is given by the name of the scale. The name of the scale here is A flat major. So the first note is A flat. And then we ask ourselves, when we move a whole step from A flat, where are we going to go? We are going to move half step to A, another half to A sharp. That is a whole step. Two halves make one. Half step, A flat, half step to A, and another half step to A sharp or B flat. Remember, we are using flats, so we are going to ignore this one with a sharp and pick this one. So this one is B flat. We again ask ourselves, where do we go when we raise B flat? By a whole step. By half step, we get to B. By another half, we get to C. So this is C. From C, remember, between 3 and 4, there is half a step. So C to C sharp, but we don't take the sharp. The other name for C sharp is D flat. So we take the flat, D flat. From D flat, a whole step, we are going to get to E flat, because it is D, D flat, half will take us to D, and half will take us to D sharp, and the other name for D sharp is E flat. So we take the flat. Now from E flat, we go to F. Same explanation. From F we go to G. 7 and 8 is half a step. Half step from G is G sharp. But remember, we are using flat. So we ask ourselves, if we are at G sharp, which other note sounds the same as G sharp? It is A flat. So we take A flat, because this time we are using flats, not sharps. So we have, when you play these notes following one another like that in any instrument, you are going to notice some sounds. And these sounds, we call them the solfa notation, or the tonic solfas. And they are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So if somebody asks you in A flat major scale, which note will give you T, it is G. It is the one that will sound T. F will sound la, E flat will sound so, D flat will sound fa, C will sound mi, and B flat re, then A flat do. Remember, this do is repeated at the 8th position. We can also put the intervals just for emphasis. This is half, this is whole, 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 half, whole, and whole. And that is just for your remembrance. These are Nashville numbers, letters that represent notes, tonic solfas, and intervals. So I want to move ahead and demonstrate how we do the A. I want to take you to another scale. This is A flat. Let's pick A major scale, not A flat, A. As usual, the notes are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop, 1. The first note is the name of the scale. The scale is A major scale. The first note is A. When you raise A by a whole step, you go to B. When you raise B by a whole step, you go to C sharp. You go to C sharp. And now, remember, we are constructing using flats. So what is the other name for C sharp? D. D flat. D flat. The D flat, half step takes us to D. Whole step takes us to E. Whole step takes us to F sharp, which is G flat. This one will take us to A flat. A whole step will take us to A flat. Half step here will take us to A. That is how we construct the major scale for A using flats, not sharps. If you are using sharps, this could be C sharp, this could be F sharp, this would be G sharp. But now we are using flats. The solfa notes remain do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm insisting on this because of singing and instrumentation. Remember, when you play A, note A on any instrument followed by B, D flat, D, E, G flat, F flat, A, they will sound this way. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. A will sound do, B will sound re, D flat, mi, D, fa, E, so, G flat, la, and A flat will sound T, and A again will sound do, the high one. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. As you move from the low do, as you approach this one, the pitch keeps on going up. The pitch keeps on going up. So, still for emphasis, that is whole, whole, half, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half. These are the intervals. It's just a repetition of the rule that we apply in working out or constructing a major scale. So that is the end of our lesson today. I want to give you some two major scales to construct using flats. So try the following. Construct the following major scales using flats. So A you do for B flat, B you do for B, C you do for D flat, and D you do for G flat. The process is the same. Identify the major scale. The name of the scale gives you the first note. Apply the rule tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone to get the other notes. And then always relate those notes with the sofa sounds or syllables that you are going to get when you play them in an instrument or you sing them. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chris TM Music. On Facebook, Chris TM Music. On Instagram, Chris TM Music. So, and also TikTok, Chris TM Music. You can interact with me in all those social media platforms. Let's meet in lesson 3. Thank you.